Hi, I'm Chef Andrew Selz. In this gourmet seafood segment, we're going to be featuring how to prepare Gulf jumbo lump crab cakes. The real art in making a jumbo lump crab cake is actually making your batter first and then just gently folding in your crab meat. And that's the whole price point of getting jumbo lump crab meat. So let's start with the whole recipe. First, we take a couple eggs. Now, large eggs are good, and you can figure about 2 eggs per pound. So here's our eggs. We're going to put a little bit of Old Bay seasoning in there. That's one of my favorites down here on the south. And then a little bit of panko breadcrumbs. This panko is also known as Japanese breadcrumbs. So we want to put this in here, and that's our binder, the panko and the eggs. Of course, a little bit of salt and pepper. I really prefer kosher salt, or sea salt better yet. A little bit of cracked black pepper. And what we do now is add just a touch of mayonnaise. Now, in this particular case, I just want to make this into some kind of a small batter. And eventually, when this is all mixed together, we then will fold in our crab meat. From there, we'll actually mold the crab cakes. So what I want to do here is make sure this is well emulsified. I don't have any chunks of salt or pepper or Old Bay that may be predominant in the rest of the recipe here. So now, this is absolutely perfect. Last touch for this now, a little fresh dill. I'm a big fan of fresh herbs, especially dill with crab cakes. A little bit of fresh lemon juice. You can't beat that. If you're a lime fan, no problem. You can use lime juice, absolutely. And then we go ahead and we fold in our crab meat. Remember, I said about 2 eggs to a pound. This is just about a pound of crab meat here. And now what we want to do is gently fold in the crab meat into the batter. Now, in the case that your batter and your crab meat are too loose, you absolutely can go ahead and add just a little more of the breadcrumbs, and that is your binder. You know, I'm not a big fan of peppers and onions and all these things. I think when a customer really wants crab cakes, they just want crab. So here you see I'm a little bit loose, so just last minute, a little more panko. And now you can even see it. You can smell it, you can feel it. This is going to make a wonderful crab cake. Our next step will be molding the crab cake. I like to mold them and refrigerate them for about an hour at least. This way you'll have a much better chance of having a true crab cake and not falling apart on you when you're cooking it. So using a ring mold, coffee cup, soup bowl, it doesn't matter. I actually put the mold down and then gently, not smashing the crab meat, just put it inside the mold. I wouldn't want the crab cake to be more than an inch high, because then you're going to have trouble cooking it all the way through. So just gently tap it down, and you'll see you'll have a perfectly molded crab cake, and then you just carry on one after another. From this point, I want to go ahead and put it into the refrigerator 1 hour, and then you go ahead and sear off the crab cakes. Our next step is to lightly sear off the crab cakes, golden brown on each side. Just get the spatula underneath, but I always like to put the grease away from me when I turn the crab cake. So there you are, golden brown. Then we go ahead and we finish them in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Now it's time to remove the crab cakes from the oven, and as you can see, again, about 25 to 30 minutes. They're totally well browned, very fluffy. You can see the juice coming right out of them. This is just wonderful. And this is award-winning crab cakes by Chef Andrew here, shall I say. I would present them like so. I also made a little bit of a spicy mayonnaise to go with these. I think that makes a wonderful dipping sauce. Of course, all seafood we would like to have possibly a little bit of a lemon wedge. Little chives for garnish. And once again, with the poulet foussé or a nice chilled Chardonnay, this is a home run. I'm Chef Andrew Selz, and remember, happiness is cooking with flavor.
For these and other great recipe ideas, check out our website,